Good afternoon, everybody. We are back to Human Resource Machine and see what Spray can do after another week of rest. Yeah, we had two problems previously, but we started this late anyway. So let's go back to sorting floor. We read through this, so I'm gonna skip through it fast. Okay, so we had two plans for this, that much I remember, and I didn't like the one we started working on. Let me just go through it again. For each zero terminated string in inbox, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, who knows how many 0, right? It doesn't matter. Because value of letters is in which order they are in alphabet, right? Which I don't know on top of my head, because not my language. Anyway, sort the contents. We need to sort it based on the smallest first, right? So smallest first, biggest last. Does that, like, do you need to write this? Both? And put the results in outbox, repeat for each string. Okay, and they gave us a start. I paste the start, right? So, what we talked about it, and well, I started one and then we switched to other one, is because this start, what it does, it plays them all in order. And if it finds 0, goes and do stuff, right? And I have a little bit of issues with that. Because what we tried to do last time is place everything and then try to sort them. And what I found out, if we end up with a lot, like 14 stuff, it's gonna be extremely complicated to sort them, right? So my thought process was different. What if we sort it as they come in? So doesn't matter how many things in a string we have, what we have on table would already be sorted always. If that makes sense, right? Because if I place them all, it would be very hard to figure out where stuff goes, because I can move 2, right? And we move these 2, and then I know these are sorted, and then I take this, and I need to check them versus these, and then I take this, and I need to check them versus that, and I take that. And it asks for many strings, which is not that hard. Because if I sort these two, well, it is hard. Because I take this, and string needs to be +1. And we check which one is, we place it temp, we overwrite, we place other one in. Like, I'm a little bit worried about replacing stuff. Because I'm gonna pick up number, place it in the temp. Let's say it here. Should be here, but let's say here. And I check it versus this, and I realize that we need to switch 0 and 1, whatever is standing in 0 and 1. I take 0, place it there, take from temp, place it there, right? That's easy. And then I take 2. And I place it in temp, and then I check versus 0. And then I can do this. And I take, place it there, check 0, and I decide 2 is smaller. To go, no. 2 needs to go in a secondary temp. But then I need to check this too. This is gonna be overall problem. I need to figure out how to do this. Like we take 2 and 2, let's say, goes in between. Oops. So we take 2, place it in a temp. Do we need to place it in a temp? Yes, we do. We check it versus this. It's smaller, so we need to replace them. But then that's a problem, isn't it? Maybe. Oh, okay. So we need to do it this way. We take 2, we check versus 1. And we see that the 2 is smaller. So we take 2, place it in temp, check versus 1. 1 is bigger. We take it, whatever is on 1, place it on 2. Take 2, place it there. Or we don't need to take 2 because 2 is safe. Check 2 versus 0, and then based on that we do this. How I'm gonna tell it all that? Isn't that more? Because, no, each number we have to check versus each number, right? No matter what we do. Well, no. No, there is a benefit in the way I said it, because if we are starting and ordering stuff from beginning, I will have option of, once you find your spot, once the next number in a row is bigger than the number we are holding in a temp, you don't need to check rest. And if we have everything displayed, we constantly need to check. Well, do we? Because I just said the 2 is not going to check versus 3. We're setting that up, and then 3 needs to check. Well, to be honest, they're kind of same solutions. Okay. So there was a logic to this. We place everything, and we did that by the beginning. They use 20, that's why I set up starting position there. So this is a reset. I don't know why it's always on angle. I wish there was like space. Okay. And then we have this, but that might change. Only thing I have issue with is how are we gonna do the counting and stuff? Plus, if we are not setting up 0 at the end, right? Because by having this like this, once find 0, you don't... Oh, you place it first. Okay, we are stop putting 0 in end. Okay, that's fine then. Because you inbox 0, you place it in whatever the next position is. If it's 0, you don't need to move this. You go. Okay. So, we have everything placed. So do we do reset again? I mean, we could do it with this, with bump minus now, so we don't have to do reset. And then we're not gonna need this reset because we're gonna end up at 0, right? In the end. Let's ignore that. Okay, so we have this on this position, right? In this case, 2. And we say copy from this. Technically, I should place it to temp, because we're gonna overwrite it if there is need to overwrite it. Because if I don't overwrite it, I will have to take it again and place it to temp, right? So take that, place it to temp. Sub it. No, in that case we need to bump minus. No, we can't bump minus. Because, like, this is annoying. Do I need another one? So confusing. So we take this. We are going opposite of what we're doing, right? We are taking 68. And placing in the temp. And then we do 14. But this is still saying 2. Place it in temp. Okay, let's do bump mine. We need the secondary, but like string position and check position, right? Because what's the point? So I check it. We decided that there is no need to move. But I can't check it because I need to bump it down. Check that versus... This is confusing as hell. That's why I like my idea first, to check as we go. This is so confusing. Because you can get 1, 2, 3, right? You can get proper order here. And then you just need to do all the checks. Again, we are talking about something much bigger, potentially. Not 3. So check that. Okay, let's consider something bigger, because it's gonna make sense. We take 4, check versus 3. There is no need to change, right? But 4 and 3 should go somewhere there, right? Then we take temp. But yeah, what I'm getting by checking this? Nothing. That's why I don't like this. Because it's confusing. So we know these two are good, right? We checked it, it's good. Okay. If I take this one and check versus that, we're gonna select that, but that doesn't mean these two are checked. Check that. That needs to be switched, so we switch. Then what should I do? Check again this. Switch and then... Oh, that's a mess. I don't like this approach, it's confusing. Technically, I should do this. Bump string position, copy from temp, and sub it versus newest position. And then based on result, if it's negative, you need to replace them. If it's negative, you copy from which one we are checking right now. You... Fuck, this is problem. And this is what I was talking about last time. We can't copy it. Because this, we need 2 of these. That's why this is a problem. Right? Because I can copy to this because it's overwriting itself, right? So we need to take that, place it to second temp, bump this, place this, minus this, place this. You get me? Or technically, so let's say we need to switch them, right? It doesn't matter which ones. We figure it out, it's negative, right? I delete, no, it's there, okay. So we need to take that, but this is saying that, right? We take that and then we need to place it somewhere. Then take temp, place there, bump this plus take this, and then we are in a position again here, which we know this is good, so there is no point in checking that. I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it. Holy crap, this turns out to be a lot more complex than I thought it is. We are. We're in big trouble. Sorry. I'm so lost right now. I mean, obviously they want me to keep this, but... Okay, let's do the different thing. What if we do this? Copy from you, paste it to 21, which is gonna be... What did I say is gonna be called? Another count that we're gonna minus, right? Checking position. Right? And then we bump minus checking position, but we might not do it there. Okay. We place this in a temp. And then we sub from checking position. If it's nothing... I don't... Like, that's a problem. I don't have precisely what I need to do. That... Just do something and it might figure out it. This one is confusing to me. Approach, at least. I might even do try 2 on these. We'll see. Okay. We check it. If it's negative something, and if it's positive... somewhere. We'll see yet where. If it's negative, that means we need to change it. Then we take from you, place it to you, and then we take from temp, place it to you, and that's how we switch. But they're just 2 numbers. The problem is I don't know what's the proper approach. Okay, so we have these 2 right? Then we take next one and check against this. And let's say they have to change. So we go through the process. But then we need to go back here. This jump is confusing. If it's not negative, we do that. If it doesn't need to change, we need to check this. No, if it's not changed, then it's good to be there. Okay, that's fine. Goes there. Okay, let's say we switch it. In that case, we need to bump both and check this. Let's go there so I know what. Holy crap, I'm confused by this. Again, this is irrelevant right now. I don't care about it. We're gonna do that later after we... This is the problematic part. I need to figure out that loop that's just gonna work. Might be slow, but it work. That's important. So you do the check, and if it's fine, it stays. If it's not fine, you switch. And after you switch... After you switch... Clear that. I'm just confused by this. Like, what, when the... If it's fine, you need to bump minus this, and then you jump, you overwrite it, bump... No, you don't need to overwrite anything. Maybe you do. No, you don't. Okay. So let's say this is fine. We go one lower, we check these. They're switched. If they're switched, we go here. Then we need to check the next two up, right? From here. So we need to bump plus string and jump there. Is it there? So confused. Let's play it and see how it happens. Because this is... Oh, logic. Oh, fuck off. It's like calling me names. We still need a bunch of checks and stuff like that. I'm just... Oop. Stop. So we don't need to check 0. Here needs to be 2. If it's 0, we didn't bump it, which is surprising. So I need to stop with... I need to start with bump minus, because we don't want to check versus 3. Last one. It's 0, you jump. So this, at this point, it should be 2. We bump minus it. The jumps are still, I don't know, like we are bump plus bump minus. Okay, try again. Luckily they're giving just 3 for a start, so... Kinda doing same order, but that's okay. Let's see what it does. This is gonna explain me most. Maybe I should even... No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Check it. It's fine.